And who the heck is doing the echo?
John.
We're doing something, Dante. No playing now. You want a bribe? I'll bribe you. You can start now.
Does that noise me?
Alright. Last time you guys met a very old druid.
I don't know.
Currently, you guys are sitting on a table made of branches. And there's tea.
So Soler, he speaks. Good sir. Now, could you perhaps guide us to the closest exit? Unless that is, you would need our services for anything.
Just pointed out that Trey wasn't there.
Yeah, I was actually
Yeah,
going to ask. How much has happened since I was last here?
We
Not
completely.
much.
Well, I can tell him. I'll do a recap. So we entered this horrific dungeon of death and doom
For no reason.
for no reason, and then we decided, hey, we like breathing. There's clearly no loot initially, so let's just get the hell out of here and recuperate and regroup, and then we'll figure out what to do. So then the governor climbed a tree. Turned out the tree was alive and started running around. The governor threatened the trees, all of the trees, with a Molotov, and then he got reprimanded by an old man because the old man was upset that he threatened the trees. And then everyone else climbed up the trees, and on top of the trees there was like another land. So, yeah.
You're probably still in the dungeon.
Yeah. We lost
Well, how many games?
One.
Yeah, there's one game.
Is that just like
One game.
Okay,
We
whatever.
just fucking abandoned that whole dungeon. Just fucking abandoned it. It started getting overrun with monsters. We're
Okay,
like, nope.
Yeah, I'll just like get amnesia or something, so I don't need to know.
Well, it's okay. See what the DM does.
Yeah, he'll stick you in somewhere. Maybe you're underneath a bush. You're sleeping.
Okay, Jonathan, start.
Alright. And I did, but alright.
So like Soler said,
Currently, you guys are on the table, all sitting in seats of branches, with a table of branches, with a tea set made of branches.
so Soler
Talking to an old druid
Soler just offered
who's in
his
the
service.
middle of conflict.
Who just Soler just offered his services to the old man. He's like, if you could guide us to the closest exit, unless you need our services or something, we would gladly help you.
Oh, yes. I completely forgot I had visitors. Excuse me. Yes, I can show you the way out. But I'm surprised how you even got here.
We've been through this, old man.
Ganlin whispers to while these guys are talking. Ganlin whispers over to Buckhead. Are you okay? Is your heart palpitating? Were you able to breathe after walking up the tree?
I'm perfectly fine.
Are you sure? Because you're looking a little pallid there.
Yes, quite sure. I am perfectly fine.
I have herbs that can help you if you want. This one right
You
here.
should try.
This one right here is probably good for you. This is this is mandrake. You should take some of this.
You do know I'm a farmer, right?
Or maybe not the mandrake.
I'm good. You can keep your stuff. You might need it for later.
It's healthy. It's good for you.
As you guys were having that, give me a second. Right there it goes. That conversation, a portal opens at the side.
Oh God, no!
That keeps
We should
happening.
probably. The governor, he pulls out his weapon. He's like, "Well, I'm sure something else is going to attempt to kill us now."
Ganlon, you know,
Well, how so?
he takes a real long time to stand up.
Well, I'll tell you this. As a provisional governor of Wyoming, I've encountered many portals, and none of which have ever offered anything good for me or my companions. So, as such, I would tell you that something bad is going to come through this portal.
Normally I agree with you, but I rarely see anything of concern through portals leading to the visceral labyrinth.
That's a wonderful
Well,
place.
I wouldn't say so. They left us here.
Well, that is an odd thing. That is an odd thing. Not even in the visceral labyrinth they would let you near here.
Well, they did, and they abandoned us without supplies. So
We have everything we need here. There's trees, there's fruits, there's meat. And he taps on a pocket, right? We're just fine.
that's not any kind of meat I'd ever want to ingest. I'd
You have to
probably get a
learn
heart
to
attack.
survive, Governor. Sometimes we have to do what we have to do to survive. He doesn't have long anyway. I mean, the animals, they don't have long anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what. Good Sir Chauvin, could you guide us to the exit while we ignore this here portal? I don't trust them portals anymore.
It's something coming through the portal.
Yeah. You see like two figures being like thrown out of the portal.
Oh shit, they're John's characters.
You see a halfling, dazed, confused, probably doesn't know where he is, believes he has amnesia.
Oh, that's gonna be Trey's character.
And you see Riggs, all nearly fine and dandy, but also dazed, confused, and probably also believes he has amnesia.
Now,
Riggs! There's my good buddy Riggs!
Riggs, the wizard that saved our asses. Now that's a good man right there. So the governor goes up to Riggs. He stands him up. He dusts him off. He's like, "It's a pleasure to meet you again." He shakes Riggs' hand. I'm sure he's still confused while it's happening.
By this point, he's probably used to it.
Well, it's
So
good
he
to see
takes
you
your hand
again.
back and it's like, let's just keep going.
It's good to see you, Riggs. Finally, an effective member of the party has joined us. You've saved my life a good number of times. I haven't forgotten that.
You're welcome. Have you seen Silence around?
I think we lost him.
He did what you just did, except he went the other direction.
I thought we lost him last time we encountered prostitutes.
I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. Since the campaign isn't being played right now.
Well, it's good that we found the halfling. I thought the halfling had died inside the cavern, inside that tomb that we were in, inside that spaceship or whatever may have it be.
No, just merely wandering in the wrong directions in places they have none business to be.
Is this another character? Who am I? Am I speaking to Cowboy Robot over there?
Wait, there's a cowboy robot?
I can see why you would call me that. Call me that again. And just watch where I'll put you.
All right, so what?
If he's fighting with Governor, you should get into a duel. Never heard about these.
Well, I am the provisional governor of Wyoming. I have no business doing duels with people such as him. Now, speaking of people such as you, what brings you here, cowboy?
Dropping 2 dead weights and speaking some sense to an old friend.
Ah, well, one of them is dead weight, perhaps, and maybe has more money than he lets on. But the other one might just turn you into a frog. I'd be worried about the one right there. And he points at Riggs.
Oh, yes, I saw quite clearly what he tried. I believe everyone in that meeting 2 weeks ago saw what he tried.
What exactly are you referring to?
I believe you were trying to cast rope on Cryptor himself. And then you tried to cast Shatter on his indestructible blade.
Yeah, well, how was I supposed to know?
True. How is one supposed to know? Such things like a phylactery could be made to be indestructible.
Well, the blade was broken when we first got it last I checked, so unbreakable, not so much. Now, cowboy, what are you doing here? You're going to disturb the fine old man, Solvine.
Disturb him.
Indeed.
Yeah, he doesn't look as strong and virile as I do.
Yeah. Well,
You individuals do realize where you're at, right?
Of course
some
we do.
inkling
Of course
of
we
an
do. I
idea.
know all this. This is Riggs. Where are we?
Asking the wrong person. I just dropped out of a portal. I'm still trying to get my bearings.
He's
Isn't
okay.
that what,
He's just forgetting his memory. This is a very intelligent man. He knows what he's talking about. We are, of course, in
This is my
Yggdrasil.
lovely forest.
We are, of course, in the branches of Yggdrasil itself.
Yggdrasil?
Yes.
Is that pagan talk?
Yes, the world tree. The Scandinavian talk.
That sounds like, I don't know. I never met none of them
I am, of
Scandinavians
course,
myself.
correct. Shilvine, whatever the hell your name
Yes.
is. What the hell are we doing here?
Solvine.
Oh, yeah, whatever. What do we do? Why are we here?
You're here because, crap. Getting the voices mixed up. Yeah. You're here because I found you here.
Indeed. We found Solvine here. Maybe Cowboy might know why we were sent here.
He knows nothing. He immediately cleans up the messes.
How's your little
I
guy?
figured.
Ganlin immediately wanders away. His dementia takes him over to the halfling, and he starts hitting him with a stick to wake him up. Oh, shit. It's your leprechaun. We must be at the end of the rainbow, apparently. Wake up!
And here I thought I was
Wait, was I asleep?
I dropped out of a portal.
Or is he just... Was I asleep, or is he just hitting me for, like, no reason?
He's a crazy old man.
This is
He's probably hitting
exactly
you.
how he
He's
is.
hitting you for no reason.
Yeah, he's hitting you for no reason.
Leprechaun, wake up! Where's your pot of gold?
Solaire runs up to you, and he looks more like a crusader now for no apparent reason. Ah, hello. Leprechaun, you've come with gold, haven't you? I'm sure that your travels have taken you far since you've departed. We haven't seen you for a solid few hours. You surely have doubled your coin by then.
Why does Solaire sound like Kugel now? Like Jack Vance created him.
Sure, you doubled
So,
your coin by now.
Weird thing. I have this thing, right? Where I conveniently forget things that happened over a course of random events where I was definitely there to attend. But I don't remember it.
Well, it's almost...
Even Trey's character sounds like he's Vancian today.
Well, I'll tell you that I have this same amnesia sometimes as well. I can understand. But have you doubled your coin? Surely you've acquired more Tersons recently.
Doubled my coin. Yes, I doubled the coin, but weird thing, I don't remember it. I know I did it, but I don't remember it.
That's our great quest. Help the leprechaun remember where his pot of gold is.
Sounds like a noble quest.
I may have given it to someone, but I wouldn't know.
Alrighty then.
Canlin wanders over to
if all of you are fine, I'll be headed to my camp.
The governor...
Every time I double coin, I gain the ability to triple coin. Since I doubled it, more coin. Or drugs. I can double drugs as well. For a coin.
The governor... Well, if you can do that, then here. He gives you a cigar. You notice that he is... You notice that he has smoked at least 10 cigars since you met him. You don't know where all the cigars come from. See if you can double down.
The drugs have to be a certain potency, stronger than tobacco.
Well, you can keep that for yourself, man. I gotta go talk to this Sholvan, see about getting us up and away from here, see if we can find another portion of Grindex that I can resupply it. So the governor walks over to Solvine before he disappears into the woods. Now, Solvine, me and my companions, we're looking for a safe passage through your wonderful Forest of Wonders. Could you lead us to the exit, perhaps, or maybe give us a guide to take us there?
Oh, of course. I can take you to the train.
To the train?
Yes.
Train?
There's a train in the woods. You're talking about working steam engine up here in the woods?
No, not in the woods. That'll be a terrible idea.
Seeing as these trees are alive and listening to me, yes. That'd be a terrible idea. They would kill your train quicker than you can say kumbaya.
But perhaps you would like a place to stay. It's getting dark.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. We will gladly accept your hospitality.
I don't know about mine. My house is filled with things that kill. The whole forest is meant to be a death trap.
That's wonderful. Well,
but I think there is a place at the edge of the forest.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I think suddenly I'm not so tired. I think we'll go straight to the train, if you don't mind.
Yeah, can't we just stay on the train?
Oh, is there any sleeping accommodations upon the train? The halfling is right.
Perhaps.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a floor is a floor. You can sleep on it.
That halfling's got a lot of sense. Now, we would like to escape this death forest and get to that train as soon as possible if you're willing.
As long as it leads to this
Only
pot of
one
gold.
problem. The train doesn't exactly leave anywhere at night.
Well,
Wait,
The
wait.
train
The
is
place
through
you said we
that
could stay. The place you said we could stay is at the edge of the forest.
door. Yes.
So like either way, we get out the forest.
Yes.
well, you know what? I suppose that sounds well enough. I'd like the comfort of a train, but I suppose this will work. I appreciate your hospitality, Shoban.
No need. It's by gracious generosity I wish to dispose.
And I'll tell you what, I won't forget you, Shoban.
All right.
Will this lead us to your pot of gold?
I don't know of any pot of gold unless it's
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the little man.
oh.
We're trying to find his pot of gold as well. It seems that he has one, but
I
he
did
lost
not
it
know
somehow.
that they had pots of gold.
Yes, in a drunken stupor, he must have lost it. Well, I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Everyone
I
knows.
don't
I'm
blame.
starting to remember
Everyone
now.
knows short people have pot of gold.
I was at my pot of gold when a portal opened and I walked through it. It was just right beside it. You know, I think it definitely wasn't in the forest.
You know,
That's what I remember.
you know,
I don't remember anything else. I just remember not forest.
that damn Gabriel about a cowboy probably knows where it is. We'll have to deal with that man soon enough.
The one that cleans up messes?
He probably stole the pot of gold for himself. Gave the hobbit some amnesia.
Yeah, wasn't he just here?
He was. He went back to
He
his
just
magic.
left.
He went through his magical portal.
Yes,
like a limit on
he
how many people
runs
can walk
the
through
train.
those? It seemed like that would have. Wait, so he went to the train?
No,
The
he
portal
runs
that
the
he
train.
went through goes to the train.
Yes.
So where did he go?
Oh.
Okay, why didn't we just go through the portal and get to the train if it goes to the same place we're trying to go?
Well, we didn't know that we were going to the trains until we knew we were going to the trains, and that was just now. And I did not know that you
Where
guys
else would
came
we
to the
go?
trains. Well, we could go back to the death trap below us, and I'm not so sure about that. They've got snakes that like to eat your balls out. I like my balls where they are.
No, we could just pick a direction and walk in it. Eventually we'll be out.
So then we could perhaps encounter some unwanted friends.
I would ill-advised walking in random directions.
We got a safe passage right here with this man, and we could perhaps find some civilization. I want to get out of this forest. Also, I'm not comfortable with how high we are. You may not have noticed, Hobbit, but we're at least a few, maybe 100 stories up in the sky. Maybe 50 stories,
Oh, high.
30 stories.
You meant height?
Uh,
No, I didn't
When
notice.
you see the bottom trays, you notice that the floor is made out of tree branches. Like it's tree branches mixed in together.
We are high. I somehow just now noticed that despite being here for like 10, 15 minutes.
Well, you were just thrown out of a portal. You can't really expect to understand your situation. So
Probably, maybe I noticed it, but then I immediately forgot. That happens sometimes.
same with the pot of gold. And the person
No,
that
I
stole
definitely remember there being a pot of gold.
Well, we'll
Just
have to
not the
work on that
location.
later.
You see, I told you there's a pot of gold.
Now, Solvon, would you mind leading us to the this place that you mentioned?
The place outside the edge?
Yes.
Yes. Follow me if you don't want to get lost, and you don't want to get lost.
Sounds like a good deal.
He starts moving towards this direction, and you see the branches are starting to move in a sort of way where he's like walking faster because of them.
We're going east. So, do
Trust
we make
me,
it there?
the forest knows the direction. I get lost easily.
Why are we following you? Also, quick question. If the place is outside the forest and we're on top of the forest, how do we get to the place that's outside it?
You shall witness in short time.
Yeah, well, trust the old man. He hasn't done us wrong thus far.
Alright. So just to make sure, is everyone following the old druid?
Of course. Gamlen's definitely following.
Alright.
Yeah.
As you walk alongside the druid, from what I'm guessing, you see like the entirety of the forest start to move you guys along, like if it was a raft, but still moving in a particular way that it acts like a floor. Like you feel the branches you're standing on are moving you forward.
Yeah, like a,
This is high sorcery.
this
He
is
pulls out his
interesting.
pipe and he starts smoking it. And making little boats with it. Little smoke boats.
So there, he goes towards the sun, and he's like, glorious. The diminishing sun, he praises the sun in the moment he can.
By the time you guys notice you're getting to the edge of the forest, the druid starts to stop, and he starts to raise both his arms and go in a sort of weird pose where he's going
The governor, he lights another cigar. He tries to ignore the old man. So he looks over to Ganlon. He's like, is that pipe doing you good?
Yeah, yes, it always does. It's magical.
Ah, magical, of course.
Yes.
Magical? What's in that pipe?
It's a special weed from the South Farthing.
you start to see like the trees
You show
at
me where
the
your pot
front
of
of
gold
you.
is, and I'll tell you what it is.
Up. Alright. You start to see the trees ahead of the druid start to bend and make a sort of stairs forward.
All right, we definitely follow the druid down the stairs.
Alright. You reach to this place. Just give me a second to get your characters, though.
I vaguely recall a Hydra dying in a place similar to this, and then my character being killed by another character who was upset that I had turtles.
Give me a second. Bring everybody out. Alright. You see like an old run-down port at the edge of the forest. Behind you guys is a whole forest, so where you see the trees like close enough together that they make a sort of makeshift wall. More so at the top than the bottom. Are you guys able to see the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just wondering.
Yep.
Alright, we have arrived.
And I suppose we're going to stay in that building over yonder.
I suppose. I've never been quite here before.
Well, so I look at the docks. So are there any other boats that one could take?
You see, like, far in the distance, a ship, and at the water, there seems to be a broken down ship.
But no ships to depart from.
Nope.
Is the ship in the distance coming to us or leaving?
It looks like
I didn't hear you.
You broke up.
This
it
is
looks
coming or
like
going?
it's stationed.
Oh, it's stationary?
Yeah.
All right. So, the governor, he looks off into the distance and observes everything. He's like, well, I guess, Chauvin, and you wouldn't mind coming by and showing us the way to the train then. Because I imagine the train leads back to civilization.
Well, yes, it takes you to whichever place you want at the most.
Well, what do you say about coming by tomorrow morning? Tomorrow morning,
Yes.
does that sound all right for you, good sir? Well,
I'll bring some tea as well as refreshments.
that sounds wonderful.
Bread, berries.
I appreciate your hospitality yet again in your vast forest.
Although I must warn you, at night do not go in the forest.
Yeah, only the hobbit will think of that. And that's because he knows where all the gold's at. So I don't blame him.
Are there any buildings or people here at all?
Oh, there's buildings. There's buildings on the left side, but I don't know about
There's
people.
like one building, like the whole place looks abandoned. Like, you see like a couple of crates that were, you suppose were recent, but they haven't been touched in a while, for at least a few days.
Ganlin turns to Riggs. Does this place look familiar to you or anything?
Does Riggs? I don't know if Riggs. I don't think Riggs has ever been here.
He hasn't.
He has?
He hasn't.
He hasn't. Oh, never been here.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, I guess we can go see what's inside that building while we wait.
Sounds like a plan.
Give Solaire.
I bid you good night, then.
Yeah, because that always goes well.
You should come with us, Pa Kent. We have to keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't, drop dead or something.
The governor, he looks back, he's like, Pa Kent's alive? I thought he died. Where is he? Is that him? He's alive?
He hasn't said a
I
word.
swear. I thought he croaked. He's been quiet.
He doesn't seem to ever speak unless that abomination is around. But since it disappeared, it mysteriously vanished.
I'm perfectly fine. Kent just says I'm perfectly fine.
Tyler, we can't hear you. Tyler, you're muted.
Wah, wah, wah.
We can hear you now.
Nah. Did you hear the part I said where I thought Pa Kent was dead?
Yes.
Yep.
Pa Kent, I don't think you're fine at all. From judging by the way you've been acting lately, I'd say that there's something severely wrong with you. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I fear that you might have something real serious.
Nope. Perfectly fine. I'm all good. Let's just keep going.
Pa Kent, if you're perfectly fine, then I would like to pose the group a question. I have a feeling that Pa Kent might actually be a genuine psychopath because he's been staring at us with bloodshot eyes for a few days now, and he ain't say a thing. And last I checked, he wanted to kill Solaire. He let Solaire fight by himself. I saw that. Does anyone else think that Pa Kent wants to kill us in our sleep?
Of course he does. I've always known he wanted to. He's always wanted to kill me.
Because
You
know what? He's absolutely right. It's not like I was risking my life to save your miserable hides.
Risking your life.
I knew I kept pushing that guy over for a reason.
Now, you didn't attack anyone in the combat we had the other day. You actually let Solaire fight by himself against one of them crazy monkeys.
I saved Solaire with my magic.
You do realize I'm a pacifist, and I actually didn't get a chance to attack anything. I was going to put something down, but didn't exactly happen.
There could be valuable supplies on that ship in the distance. If you really don't want us dead, you should swim out there and retrieve it for us to see if anything on there can save us.
That's a good way for us to test. That's a good way for us to test that your heart is still working too.
I don't trust him. He's been giving us a death stare for the last few days and not saying a thing.
I can make sure he goes. I have spells that'll get him out there, at least a good distance.
You done give us a stink eye for a few days now. Anyone who gives you the stink eye for a few days is planning to kill you.
It's in your mind. I haven't been giving anybody the stink eye.
You've been giving us all the stink eye. You haven't said a word to us last few hours, last 8 hours. Last I checked, since I don't trust you no more, Pa Kent.
I think you're consorting with the
question, old man. Can you swim?
Okay.
I'm not going out to that ship.
Well,
Gamlin is preparing to cast sleep on Pa Kent.
Because if you can and you don't, you are complicit in not helping
intelligence check.
Who?
Everyone.
What check?
Intelligence. Let's see. Governor's got +2 for intelligence.
Gamlin rolled a 21. Whatever the fuck it is supposed to be, he figured it out. Whether he's going to tell the group or something else.
Solaire's got a -1. Neither of my characters noticed. They're way too invested in the fact that Pa Kent wants to kill them in their sleep. They're way too invested. They're looking at Pa Kent.
It's completely untrue.
Yeah, Ganon rolled a 21.
Which doesn't mean he's going to share it. Whatever it is, he discovers.
Yeah.
Gotta roll for Riggs.
John, have you rolled?
Give me a minute. Computer's running slow.
Trays?
Oh, he's not Trey's
Give me a
Shunada.
second. I'm looking at
It's
my
just
character
Trey.
sheets.
Tray?
It's not Trey's Shunada from Gundam.
My apologies.
Gundam.
Wait, is that what he said?
He said Trey's.
Oh.
He's naming Gundam characters.
Yes, he's calling you a Gundam character. He called you Trey's, which naturally comes with Trey's Shunada.
Okay, again, right?
Pa got a 10.
Who got a 10?
Pa Kent.
Roll for Riggs. Riggs is what we want to know. Riggs is our guy.
Yeah, well, I'm rolling for both.
Riggs saves lives. Podkent glares at you from the distance and does nothing. He just shakes his head in disappointment. That's what he does to us. The Hobbit doesn't know. Nobody knows. We're gonna fucking die.
John, have you rolled for Riggs?
Hold on.
This better result in us throwing him in the ocean.
Riggs got a 9.
So far, the only people that have noticed anything is Podkent and Ganlin.
There's no way that Riggs has lower intelligence than Podkent. I can't believe this.
What did I notice?
These things happen.
Okay, you see someone on top of the roof staring at you guys.
Oi, samurai!
So Ganlin says, "Is that someone you planned to ambush us with, Blockhead?" And he points. I see you looking at him. I see you sending him a signal. And he points at one of
I should have known. You were gonna use a samurai killer. A samurai.
Well, now that we
Samurai
figured you
guy.
out, you're gonna have your friend attack us in our sleep. Is that creature with the
He's
bee
not
hat?
my friend.
It's that bee hat thing, isn't it?
Maybe if we kill Paul Kent first, he'll disappear. You know, like a vampire.
I like the leprechaun. He's a good guy.
Nah, I'm worried about killing Podkent. Now, if we kill him, we might get infected by some horrific gashes that are within him from his heart palpitations or whatever. And best you use magic and put him to sleep before he attacks Riggs. He's right next to Riggs. We don't need to lose Riggs.
I can't sleep on him. I can't sleep.
I can't sleep on Podkent.
As this happens,
with a sleep spell.
Solaire.
That's all your fault, Tyler.
As this happens, Solaire dives on Riggs. He's like, "Riggs, I'll save you." He dives on Riggs like there's a bomb about to go off.
Riggs steps out of the way.
I'm gonna roll to save you.
You know he's trying to save you from sleep?
I'm gonna roll to save you. Riggs.
I'm actually gonna cast paralysis.
I'm rolling to save you.
So wait, Riggs is going to try to cast paralysis on Ganlin.
No.
Ganlin is casting it before Riggs says anything.
It's Podkent.
This is a sneak attack.
Solaire doesn't have high agility, dude.
In front of me.
Solaire, that's my dex roll to dive
15,
and save Riggs.
He's
Riggs, I saved you.
He's trying to spell duel me, so he's casting
I saved
paralysis.
you, Riggs.
Would you like me to handle the spell duel, or you, Jonathan?
No, I'm trying to figure out if there is a spell duel. John, are you spell dueling, or are you trying to just...
I can clarify this. John is
but
spell
apparently he's casting in front of me, and it's a surprise attack. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
No, John with
Ganlin
Podkent
is going to use the spell Sleep on Pa Kent. I'm asking you, are you casting paralysis to stop Gadlin, or are you using paralysis to cast it on Solaire?
Solaire is diving on Riggs, not Pa Kent. He's diving on Riggs to save Riggs, and I rolled a 19.
Yeah, I know.
So
well, I
so
ask you
I'm saving.
if John's like casted paralysis on Solaire.
Ken was going to cast paralysis on Ganlin. The spell duel.
Pa Kent. Wait, Pa Kent has spells?
Yeah, he's a cleric.
He's never cast a spell in his life. Never. He only casts against his teammates.
Never mind. Cast the spell.
Do it. You gotta roll to see the cast.
Sorry, Jonathan is actually a 16. Would you like me to tell you what happens? I rolled a manifestation.
Wow, this turns into something else.
Swan.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify.
I rolled a 2% manifestation, Jonathan, and I rolled a 16.
Alright, which page is the spell?
Sleep is on page 155. 2 for manifestation, and I rolled a 16.
John, you can test my Solaire diving on Riggs with another dex roll. Because I rolled a 19, if you want to try to contest that. In regards to the spell dueling, clerics are 100% allowed to spell duel, so you just gotta do your thing. Just roll as normal with your spells.
John, you can spell duel me. I mean, technically it's a surprise attack, but okay, you magically knew that I was casting, so go ahead.
I mean, let's be honest here. Pa Kent has expected this the whole time. Let's be honest here. At no point did Pa Kent ever let his guard down.
Spell duel, John.
He was expecting it.
It'll be fun.
Spell duel, John. Spell duels are fun. You might get a head on the back of your ass cheek.
You might get a corruption.
Yeah, you might get a head on your ass cheek, like a separate head. You might get a magical caterpillar eyebrows.
Okay, here, Sleep.
John,
I think
roll.
he's spell dueling. Hold on.
No, don't worry about it. Just let it happen.
Pa Kent wouldn't let it happen. Pa Kent's tired of this shit.
What shit? He hasn't done anything.
Pa Kent's tired of everyone's shit.
Okay, Jonathan, read the damn spell, man.
Alright.
16. Oh, the interrupt connect condition is kiss my ass, Pa Kent. That's the interrupt condition.
Pa Kent, are you gonna roll, dude?
No, dude,
roll.
Let it go.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Oh, shit.
No. The interrupt condition is if he's kissed by a leprechaun.
Oh my god, what?
He falls asleep for 1d6 turns. I'm going to roll because Jonathan is taking forever. 3 turns.
No, like a reading, or what's the saving throw here?
There's no saving throw.
No, there is, but like...
Will versus spell check. Go ahead. Will versus spell check DC, John. You have to roll over 16.
I'm fairly certain he
Not just him, everyone in a 500-yard radius.
Everyone, if he wants it. He's only focused on him. It's up to 2 targets. 16, Jonathan. I'll do it, Jonathan. Up to 2 targets.
I thought you rolled a
save a false sleep for
56.
1d6 turns. John, roll a will saving throw. You got over 16. Roll, John!
I mean, he doesn't need to do it if he doesn't want to, right?
He made it. He's not asleep.
Oh, he made it. He's not asleep. He just took that shit. He just
John,
took that shit.
Jonathan, you didn't describe the manifestation because it was really cute.
I thought you rolled like a 56 or something. But like, no,
it's a 16.
16, dude.
Sorry about that. Misread that.
56. How did I possibly roll 56?
He'd have to kill himself to do that.
Ganlon is level fucking 2, dude. I think he's level 3. I think he's 3. Swan's wings, which rise from the earth to enfold the target. I'll handle the spell, Jonathan.
Alright. So who are your two targets? Just Papa Kent?
No. Yes, only Pop Kent. Why will I target anybody else?
Alright.
It didn't work. He made a saving throw.
Riggs, I say.
It worked.
No, it didn't. He made a save.
Yeah, he rolled a saving throw.
Yeah.
Rolled 18.
I said it didn't work.
Yeah,
Oh, you lagged a little
The
bit.
spell didn't work.
Yeah. The spell worked. He made a save.
Yeah.
Well, the hell did that work? You apparently do have constitution, and he gets behind Solaire.
Actually, Solaire is currently on the ground. He just tackled Riggs to save his life. He's like, he gets up. He's like, Riggs. He's like, Riggs, I've saved you, but he's still alive.
Riggs and Solaire.
Get behind me, Riggs. He will now turn into a demon.
Just looks at you with a weird look, and he says, "Can you get off me?"
No, Solaire, he gets up with his shield raised and his weapon at the ready, which it's very haphazard, very destroyed weapon.
His black magic resisted my spell. I was just trying to put him to sleep. And Ganon runs behind Solaire.
Get behind me, Riggs. He's going to turn into a bee demon. This might be the end of the whole party, I'm afraid.
Be careful. He might
You realize he hasn't attacked a single person in this group, right?
Riggs, you do not understand. He's been giving us. He's been staring at us.
Careful, he might give us a speech about us being here for a reason.
He might do that, or he might kill us. He's been giving us a death stare for a very long time. Very long time. Ever since we insulted Behat.
But I can't. Why don't you tell your friend to come down? I point at the dude who's watching us.
I'm surprised that guy hasn't just left in confusion at this.
Looks at all of you and says, "The guy's not my friend." First off. Second off, why didn't you tell everyone first? Before you started this insanity?
I did. I said you were looking at him.
Indeed, he did.
Don't you look at me,
I did look at him.
He's not your friend.
Who initially
sleep on me.
Wait, what?
I did look at him, and then you casted sleep on me.
You see, now
But I
you're
had told
accusing me of
everyone.
things. I was trying to relax you. It was the equivalent of an Ambien. It was to make you feel good, not to put you to sleep.
That's why you're hiding behind them?
Yeah, well, you can't blame him, all right? Friends look at each other. It's an easy mistake.
Exactly. I'm also a fragile old man. You might want to try to hurt me.
I have no doubt that you will turn into a horrific bee monster and try to kill all of us. You have been looking at us with a criminal gaze, with a killer instinct. You have been looking at us. Not a word you've said.
I can't even tell what I look like if I'm wearing full plate.
You're wearing full plate. No, you're not. You're wearing
my visor.
You're wearing a coat. You're wearing a coat and glasses with no hat on. What are you talking about?
Full plate.
Not what your picture shows.
Picture's wrong. He's wearing full plate. We stole the full plate a while back.
Whatever you say, Paul Kent. The governor, he walks over to the samurai guy. He's like, "So, is this where we can take residence and rest for a while?"
I'm not quite sure.
Well, I am the provisional governor of Wyoming. And who might you be?
I am Bushido, servant of a current master Jack.
Jack. Well, is Jack the owner of this here establishment?
He is currently wounded.
Ah. Well, would you mind if we, me and my compañeros all rested here, except perhaps that bee demon over there that is wearing full plate?
Most certainly, as long as you do not disturb my own master.
Well, that suits me just
I
fine.
was about to send you off away from this place until I heard infighting among your group.
Well, yeah, we do have one member among us that has been looking at us with lethal intent. He hasn't made the move yet,
but a rod in mind.
Of course.
If your master needs a sacrifice, we're willing to do it.
A sacrifice is not required. At least from my knowledge, is not required.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kent, but he needs a sacrifice.
Well,
how are you sure?
We insist.
Now, we could provide...
we could do.
Anyone's sacrifice.
Well, Paul Kent, Paul Kent can provide his services to your master.
You start holding your weight around here, Pa Kent. You haven't done anything in like 5 fights.
Paul Kent claims to be a pacifist and a do-gooder, but he just stays quiet and lets people die. I'm worried that he might be
won't help us in the fight.
So he's a Buddhist.
But you won't sacrifice yourself either?
Playing card games while we were dying?
All you've done is protect that bee creature. That's all you've done.
So this Paul Kent is a Buddhist, is what you say, right?
No, I don't know if he's a Buddhist. But Paul Kent has done nothing to endear himself to the rest of the group. His loyalties lie with horrific... Well, you've done nothing for us. We have shaved... Hell, Riggs right there probably shaved your ass at least 8 times. I know Soler right there shaved your ass a few times. Ganlin, he fought Godzilla himself, and there's nothing more to be said there. And I know I've picked off a few men myself.
And
while Godzilla was rampaging, I was making sure all of you were getting through safely. Except Ganlin, who ran directly towards him.
All by myself.
Now, there's something to be said about your initial actions. You were very good to us initially. But something has changed along the way, Papa Kent. There's a deep resentment you feel for us, and I can't say that I truly trust you.
I struggle to remember any time he's been
there was no resentment.
You say that he was acting differently just a while ago.
Pa Kent, sorry, say that again. What was it, Bushido?
Bushido.
Ah, yeah. Well, say that again.
Acting differently just a while ago.
That sounds familiar. Hold on. I know this language. He's French.
What kind of friend wouldn't sacrifice themselves for their party?
Yeah.
The kind whose party turned on.
I ask again. And
Well,
this
that's
time
the reason
was
why
like
we turned on
holding his gauntlet to his sword. Was he acting any differently before he got here?
Well,
wait a second. I smell.
They're not telling you the reason why I started acting differently is because they started attacking me for no reason.
He's a body snatcher.
Maybe he's the one.
Oh
Check
my
his
God.
Maybe he's the one who took my memory.
Check his neck for bite
I never
mark.
took your memory.
Wait a
Vampires.
moment.
I knew it. That bee-hat creature was a vampire also. Check his neck.
Soler is very hesitant. He doesn't immediately go close to Pa Kent. He's like, I am sure he's a bee demon. I wouldn't want him to get the first. Pa Kent, exonerate yourself to us. Show us your neck.
Wait, there's a
Prove you are not corrupted.
There's a way we can double check this. Because if he's a full vampire, those marks will disappear. Let me consult the bones. And he reaches into a pocket. And he pulls out like 6 bones and he starts shaking them and throws them on the ground. The bones have spoken, Pa Kent. It says you must prove it by jumping in the ocean and swimming to the boat and bringing the boat back to us. The running water. If it kills you, you're a vampire.
You know, there's a way to resolve this. Put stones in his pockets and have him jump in the ocean.
Running water would kill him immediately.
Or is it nighttime?
It's nighttime. It's nighttime right now.
He's gonna run.
We're all arguing. Now, Pa Kent, if you really are a vampire, that running water should instantly kill you.
Is she?
You may prove to us.
That'll instantly kill me either way.
No, I did not say go all the way in the water. I said dip your feet in. Even dipping your feet in as a vampire to running water would instantly kill you. There's no need to dive in entirely. I can tell that you are an old man, so you would not make the distance even halfway to that boat before you.
If he was a vampire, he could.
If he was a vampire, he would die when he touches water. So we have to test this theory.
The running water would kill him unless he flies over.
Yes. Now, Pa Kent, prove yourself to us so we may no longer think that you are a killer among us.
John, you're so lucky. Silence is here. You would have thrown me a while ago.
Pa Kent, is there a reason for this hesitation? Are you
no hesitation. I'm just wondering, what have all of you been smoking?
You've been staring at us quietly.
Taking in some of his special little.
Well, you
fell out of a portal, so you're not going to remember much to begin with.
Well, Pa Kent, you've been deathly silent last few hours when you've been staring at us and doing nothing. We can only naturally assume that you want to kill us.
Pa Kent, you have to admit.
That's mainly because
he could be under the control of a vampire.
You have to admit.
You could.
Pa Kent, even the total strangers think that you're a vampire. You
Indeed.
know, total strangers are always perfect judges of character.
Exactly. I always trust a stranger when it comes to judge of character. They always seem to be right.
You're a lunatic.
Well, at least most of them.
Yes. Total
possible vampire.
You call us a lunatic, but you're the one who's
enter this place.
Us leprechauns, we can sense danger.
Samurai looking.
Not even a leprechaun.
Wait, there's something actually happening, guys.
You see, like the samurai looking dude. The closer you look, you see it's a adamant suit of samurai armor with nobody in it, and it starts floating 3 feet high.
Oh well, you're floating, Bushido.
Yeah. Pa Kent, are you doing that?
No.
I shall protect my sword, master. Galen. I beseech you to step aside and let me cut down the vampire.
Not a vampire.
All right.
Well, your word isn't much to a flying suit of samurai armor. You're going to have to prove it. You got to show us your neck and you got to dip in that water. Solaire, by the way, Solaire right now is completely horrified. He's like,
we are literally going to team up with an enemy piece, an NPC against Solaire. So fucking amazing. We suck. This is literally the worst group ever.
Turn Unholy.
Oh, you're casting Turn Unholy? Oh my god.
Okay, Tyler, can you handle Turn Unholy, dude? I'm better with mages than I am with clerics.
Alright, Turn Unholy, got you, man. Oh,
so what are you using Turn Unholy for?
20 plus level, personality, and caster level, as well as luck. Unfortunately, I don't have bonuses in either of those, so it doesn't matter.
Turn Unholy is to turn anything he perceives unholy. Well, you did just roll 8, so that doesn't even really matter, but I'm going to check. Let's see, page 96.
An 8? It ain't gonna do shit, dude.
Yeah, but better to check anyways. Turn
Wait, what does this spell do?
You cannot turn anything unholy. You can't turn anything.
The suit of armor. He thinks it's unholy.
And that's not going to help your case when it comes to not being a vampire. But
he's going to die anyway, so I might as well use turn unholy once.
No, Pa can't. Now listen here. You got Solaire real scared, and bear in mind that the governor gets no closer. Even the governor's freaked out by this point. The governor gets no closer, and his hand is on his gun. He hasn't pulled out the gun. Solaire has his weapon and everything at the ready because he's horrified.
Alright, so is that the 8 damage?
No, nothing. No, that's nothing at all.
Happened.
He failed the roll.
Oh, okay.
Now, Pa Kent, all you gotta do is show us your neck and step in the water. Then you will be exonerated. You will be free of any charges, and you will prove us all wrong. Perhaps you might have had a crisis of character. Perhaps
is the water
were wrong.
running?
It is a river that is right there. So all he needs to do is dip his feet in there. He would instantly be turned to ash if he were said vampire.
He steps as far away from you as possible, from all of you, dips his leg in, then pulls it back out.
Does anything happen?
No, of course nothing happened.
All right. Now one thing remains to be seen, Pa Kent. Merely your neck.
Werewolf.
He takes his helmet off.
That's a lycanthrope.
He takes the helmet off. He shows you his neck.
Is there anything there, DM? Is there anything there?
No, there's nothing there.
Is the moon full?
The moon is not full. It's only half.
You're only
okay. Everybody,
a little bit off your hook.
We need to check for a werewolf. So if you have any silver, hand it to me. I'll do the test.
You're right. If we shoot him with a silver bullet, and he doesn't die, he's not a werewolf.
Well, if we shoot him, he's going to die anyway. So how about we just touch his body? We'll give him the silver. I got a silver dagger right.
We'll shoot him in the leg.
I pull out a silver dagger and I slide it over to Pa Kent. Touch that to your skin and let's see if you're really one of them.
He touches it to his skin, then tosses it back.
Yeah, that was a phantom.
Well then.
Is that enough for you, Bushido?
Bushido starts going down and then says, yes.
Now that really had us scared. I thought that you were not only trying to kill us, but you're a vampire.
That's not enough for me, Pa Kent. I'll be watching you.
He might not be a vampire, but I can sense danger.
Yes.
Honestly, I do too.
My leprechaun senses are going off around him.
You're a halfling, not a leprechaun.
He said, "It's a leprechaun. Shut up, Pa Kent. See, this is how he tries to lie to us. How he tries to separate us and create chaos between us."
So anyone going to go inside the house?
Well, as of right now,
a pot of gold.
Ganlon walks over to the house. And he knocks on the door.
You find it halfway empty. There's like a room all the way at the back, but most of this space, you see it was makeshift for like what was supposed to be a couple tables and a bar, but it's like completely wrecked or just unfinished.
We could probably camp here.
Tyler, I can't hear you.
No worries, I'm here.
All right.
Probably camp here.
So the governor, he doesn't get too close to Pa Kent, but he gets just slightly closer. And Pa Kent, you are exonerated from any, not that damn close. Not that damn close. He gets a little closer. He's like, Pa Kent, as of right now, you are exonerated from any charges of perhaps unholiness. But in regards to the charges of your desire to kill us, said charges are not forgotten. We are worried about you, Pa Kent.
You're a lunatic. I've never tried to kill any of you.
You have not tried, but your silence speaks volume.
Only a killer would say that.
This coming from the halfling who's masquerading as a leprechaun.
Now that's a
Hey,
leprechaun.
I've tried to
That's
kill
how you know you're
everybody
evil.
here, and I will willingly admit to that. You're the one denying it.
See, he leaves he's on.
I'm not passive. Why would I go around
at the end
killing
of
all
this
of you?
game, please talk to me, man. You're totally missing from my campaign. You need to start joining in.
Because you would try to kill us because you're growing old, you're gonna die, you want us to die first.
Actually, when that day comes, I'll be happy because I don't have to deal with all of you.
Now, Paul Kent.
I mean, the ocean's
You're
right
making-
there. You could just take a stroll in it.
I don't commit suicide.
Okay. Who else is going inside the
Try
house
not
for
to
rest?
die then it won't be suicide.
Ganlin already went in. He hobbled in. He's looking for a place that we can make
No.
for a fireplace, so we can make a fire. And
Now, everyone else, how about everyone else moseys on inside? And if you don't mind,
Inside, Gadlin, you see like a heater.
oh, look at that! We have an electronic heater.
No, it's like a very old style, Victorian style heater.
Okay, you mean a boiler? Okay, so
Boiler.
all right, so he we're gonna need some wood to toss in here and burn. I nominate the farmer to go get some damn wood since none of us trust him.
Solaire, he retreats as well. So before Solaire retreats inside, he says, "Riggs." He touches Riggs' shoulder. He's like, "Riggs, do you have any magic that could perhaps detect if he's a demon? I am truly worried now. Before I was not so worried, but now his actions, they seem to be absolutely that of one who is a killer."
Riggs puts his face in his hand and starts shaking his head and just utter.
You can sense if he was a demon, right, Riggs? I've seen your great magic. You've saved me and Kent many times, but now I am worried.
As Solaire says that, Riggs, you remember memories of the other two, of Felnox and Beltram, and then that of Hex and Jack.
Yeah, he's not going to be telling anybody about that, by the way.
Not this group of psychos. They'll burn them at the stake.
No, Riggs, you are a trusted member of our group. So I perhaps you don't have the required librams right now, but if you were to find something, please, I'd rather know whether he's a demon now than later, and then I'd rather know if he's a human now rather than later. He could kill us in our sleep. Do you have any advice to protect the rest of the group from him? I do not want anyone dying from unholy means.
Ganlin approaches them. He's like, Riggs, as the second most powerful wizard here, you should truly do something about him. He points at Pocket. He's doing it very conspiratorially. He's trying to do it in a way that Pocket can't see him, but it's completely obvious. So you should. There's got to be some kind of magic you have. Apparently, his demonic energies were able to resist my sleep spell.
It's truly worrisome. It's truly worrisome. Now,
did it ever occur to you that you guys are just, I don't know, jumping to the wrong conclusion?
No, you don't understand. The magical creature over there. He points at the leprechaun. And
yeah, I approach them too.
Yes, short.
He looks at the leprechaun with a face like, is he serious?
The short magical creatures are always correct in their instincts.
Indeed. I have heard this in the legends as well, Riggs.
They're like dogs.
But you are a wizard. You are a wizard. You carve your way through such legends. so you would know more about this subject. We are relying on you.
We should probably
prove.
Tie him up while we sleep.
And I would be afraid of even doing that.
Outside.
In the bitter cold.
If he
I agree.
If he breaks out of those bonds.
He's currently our only cleric, so if somebody gets hurt,
he's a cleric.
He's the one that has to do the healing.
Am I
the only one that knows
What are you talking about? He's a cleric. He's never healed me once. What are you talking about?
Just tried turning unholy. Poorly, I might add, very poorly, but he tried.
You know who else uses magic? Witches.
Now, I don't want this conversation.
Gambler and I are witches, and he says that with a very nasty look on his face.
Don't worry for the leprechaun. They're very blunt. He's a good man. Trust the leprechaun. But Riggs,
I'm not a witch. I am a
you're
wizard.
Not a witch. You are a wizard. We know this.
You're not a witch. He's a witch.
I thought witches were bitches.
I'm a shaman.
Yes, Scanlan is a shaman.
Now, Riggs, that's all I want to say. I'm going to trust you on the investigation, for you're the only one who you are far beyond our magical capabilities. You're Silence's friend. For that, we hold you in high regard. Solaire, then he immediately leaves.
Most powerful wizard here. You should be able to do something.
So Silence. Sorry. So Solaire leaves, and the governor. He's just been smoking and standing at this corner right here. He hasn't moved an inch.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, Trey, what is the halfling doing?
Gamlin goes and tends the fire, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know, start smoking that cigar that guy gave me.
You notice that the governor, at no point does the governor not have a cigar in his mouth. He keeps pulling another one out and relighting it. At no point does he ever not have one. So the governor, he then finally he approaches Pa Kent. Not too close, but he approaches Pa Kent. Pa Kent, you understand everyone else's disposition towards you. I wouldn't say to leave you out in the cold, because that is perhaps too unreasonable if you were not a demon. So I would suggest, and for the rest of the group, that you would keep as much distance as possible, as I'm sure you would already agree with such sentiment, as your feelings for the group surely have not improved.
So sitting at the far end of the corner isn't good enough for you guys?
No, that is exactly what I'm suggesting, actually.
Because truth is, you could sleep in that old wrecked ship over there.
I'm sorry, Pa Kent. What did you say?
I'm pretty sure you're going to try to kill me in my sleep, so...
Well, Pa Kent, that's exactly what we think that you're going to do to us.
I love this. We're actually almost 10. It's almost 10 o'clock. So I love this entire adventure has turned into. Let's fuck with John.
This is not about John. This is about Pa Kent.
I know.
Now, Pa Kent, you will sleep. I think you'll be okay. I think you'll agree with the idea of sleeping as far away from the rest of us as possible, for your comfort and for ours. And surely, when you are truly exonerated and proven as a true pacifist, with none of us dead in the morning, perhaps more of the group will come to see that you, perhaps, are not the demon that you make yourself out to be, or maybe not. Either way, that
not to be a demon.
Pa Kent, the evidence stacks against you. I've said what I meant to say, and I'll say no more. Have yourself a good night now, Pa Kent. And he looks at the cigar, and he pulls a cigar, and he looks at it. I would offer you one, but I'm not sure if that's good for your heart. He then goes inside for and joins the rest of everyone else. What were you saying, John?
All right.
All right. Just to
Hobbit,
make
you
sure,
join us?
the halfling is staying outside. Riggs, what are you doing?
I walk inside, actually.
Okay.
Riggs is keeping an eye on his gear, and he's staying close to the fire.
So he jumps
All right.
inside.
Pa Kent, where does he go?
He's sitting at the corner. Sorry, I'm choking. He's sitting at the corner, keeping an eye on, making sure no one tries to kill him.
Over here? All right.
So the governor, he approaches Bushido. Now you said that your master was wounded. Isn't that correct? Now we have a cleric among us, so, and we're looking for reasons to prove that he is truly a cleric and truly not a killer that we think he is. Would you like our cleric to look over your wounded companion?
Why, sure. Bushido starts leading the governor to where Jack is.
The governor, before he goes down, he's like, the governor's like, oh, wait, I need to go get the cleric. Now, he goes over to Pa Kent. Pa Kent, there is a third party that needs your help. The man that is currently our host, known as Jack. Would you mind helping them?
Sure, as long as you don't try to stab me, throw me in the river, or shoot me.
Well, you don't got to worry about that. I'm a little too late for stabbing, shooting, and throwing in rivers.
Do I have your word that you're going to keep me alive?
The governor, he finishes his cigar and he flicks it out through the door. And he pulls out 2 cigars and he hands you one.
I appreciate it, but unfortunately I don't smoke.
Well, then you have my answer. You'll be fine. I have no interest in killing.
Stands up and goes with you.
Does Ganlin see this?
The Ganlin sees them
Most
passing.
likely, yep.
Yep.
He turns to the leprechaun. Is she this? He's going to be by himself with him. He's going to be in danger. We must go with him.
Wait, who?
Governor, he's leaving with. I think I figured out exactly what the Pa Kent is. You see, he's leaving with him. He's going to be by himself with him. Then Pa Kent will absorb him and mimic him. He's the thing. The thing coming of the world. Let's follow him.
Good idea.
So we stealthily follow him.
Question though, does Pa Kent have anything valuable on him?
Well, apparently he has plate armor.
None of us have anything valuable.
No. This is Jonathan's campaign. It doesn't drop anything. So I'm going to roll a stealth check.
Literally, my full plate is just...
Trey, what's your dexterity?
My full plate is
His
tattered,
glasses
beat
have
up.
got to be worth.
Dude, not even Solaire has
hold on.
plate armor.
My what?
Your dex.
I thought he picked up full plate when the rest of us got it. After we cleared out that trap.
Well, I guess I didn't put it down on Solaire.
I'm sorry.
Agility, 16.
Oh, you got the same as me, so it doesn't matter. But one of us will roll a stealth check. I'll roll. I got a +2. Ganlin is a stealthy wizard. 13. To sneak behind Pa Kent and the governor.
Alright. Let's either the governor or Paul Kent wants to contest that. The Ganlin successfully sneaks.
Can you actually contest
do I need to roll too?
You can contest that if you want, John.
One of us.
John, you're able to contest that if you want to. The governor's not going to do it because he's not expecting anyone.
We have the same amount of bonuses, man, so it doesn't matter which one of us rolls. I already rolled.
Alright, now I'm contesting that.
John, you can contest if you want to. That is an option.
What is that? It's an agility?
Yeah, it's an agility.
Great.
Oh, is it going to be agility for seeing someone? Nope.
Here we roll, so it doesn't matter. So we're able to see the old man and the halfling are able to sneak and follow the governor. And
okay, John, you're not able to see Gavin.
And the leprechaun, they're going together, Jonathan.
And the leprechaun.
We're following you. So, Tyler, where are you going?
We're following. We're going to.
You see this? You see this guy lying on a bed with scars on his chest.
If you zoom in, you'll see someone you might recognize from a certain show.
The cowboy. Bohannon.
Yeah, I have. Is that character conscious, Jonathan?
Half conscious.
He immediately pulls out a gun, no hesitation. The second he detects movement, because he knows Bushido floats. So the second he hears footsteps, he pulls out a gun. He points it at the governor and the other guy. Who the hell are you two?
I'm the cleric that's supposed to try to help you, apparently.
Cleric? When the hell did the cleric come down here? Hell, when did people come here? Bushido?
Just a couple of minutes ago, Jack.
I
thought one of them was a vampire, but it turns out to be a misunderstanding. Apparently he was a cleric.
Well, that's good news. That's damn good news. Cleric, you think you can help me with any sort of, you think you can cure lycanthropy? Because I got me a bad case. Son, I said, I done got bit by a wolf. Can you fix it, boy? Wait, you ain't a young man.
Wait. In the hallway, sneaking down there, Ganlon stops, and of course he misinterpreted that as Pa Kent said he's a lycanthrope. He turns back to the leprechaun. He's a werewolf. I will prepare a spell that will destroy him.
Now, cleric. Wait, are you in full plate armor right now, John?
Yeah.
So I can't see your face, right? So the character can't see your face?
Too much.
Now, boy, I need your help right now. I've been cut up real bad by one of them bastards. Me and some pirates got a lot of work to do. You boys can tag along if you want.
Hold on. He says, "Give me a minute as I pray to my God. I must ask for help on this because, frankly, I've never healed lycanthropy."
Well, I'll trust you in that. And you, he points over to the governor, and bear in mind, like he lowers his gun, he puts it back.
Okay,
he hides it back in the pillow.
This is not an NPC. You're playing a third character now?
Yes.
Yeah.
You look like you came from where I came from.
And the character's like a cousin of the governor? You just played two wild
characters. Damn right. This is actually a character I made a long time ago, so.
Yeah.
No.
So Ganlon turns to the leprechaun. He's like, I think this is the governor's cousin. Which means the governor might be a lycanthrope also.
Did you hear that? I think Paul's praying to Satan.
Does Jack see the old man and the hobbits?
No, we're stealth, motherfucker. We'll roll another stealth check if we want the cripple in the bed to see us. He should have negative. Yeah, I roll another stealth check. No, not me. Not me. Fuck.
Okay, so
I think Gamlin just made noise.
Oh my god. Well, do I roll with my agility or no modifiers because I'm on the bed?
Dude. You're gonna have like -6.
On the bed. But like,
bed.
Like you're wounded, like you're barely conscious.
Oh, okay. If I'm barely conscious, never mind. If I'm barely conscious, do I get a roll?
Your eyes are like going up and down, like they're closing and opening.
Well, okay, so it's like, Jack, he's like, well, god damn it, cleric, you best do something. For Jack passes out again. The governor,
magic missile.
Governor turns around, he leaves. He's like, you got this. So the governor, when he turns around to leave, he sees Ganlin there. He's like, oh well, hell.
Roll to see us.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I'll roll to see the guys that are right behind me.
No, we're stealthed. We're hiding. They're not standing behind you.
They're like hiding in a closet or something.
We're hiding behind a chair or something. We're hiding.
Okay.
7. You gotta roll over 7 to see us.
Okay. Well, the governor's gonna make his roll. Well, I think I'm not sure the governor saw that, honestly. The governor.
We're like totally obvious.
The governor, he turns around and he sees you guys. And he's like, oh, well, I figured that's good. Well, I suppose you two can monitor the situation. I'm gonna get some shut eye.
Is that your brother there in the bed, Governor? He sounds just like
yeah, brother. Brother, no. It seems that he is also from the west that I know. Other than that, I don't know about that man. Also, he might be elected. Didn't pay much attention. The governor goes back and he passes out.
Ganlin starts looking around for turtles.
Yeah. Different character, actually. Different character.
Hey, Jonathan.
Yeah.
The other one was.
Is there anything I can roll to see if his deity tells him if there's? Oh well, no, that would still be the same damn thing.
You can just.
You have the spell provoke patron.
Invoke patron.
Oh god. Ganlin wants nothing to do with this shit. He leaves. He's going back up the stairs.
Invoke. Dude, even yes, you do. Clerics have
summoning Satan now.
Clerics have invoke patron to start.
I'll leave the room too.
Yeah, I'm leaving before he invokes his fucking patron. So Ganlin leaves.
Well, that worked out phenomenal for Kolagar.
Oh yeah. Hopefully the vampire. Hopefully the Satan will kill the werewolf and him. We leave.
So, John, are you invoking patron?
Yeah, you know what? I'll give it a shot. What page is invoke patron? Jeez.
Oh boy!
I gotta take a piss real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piss too because this is gonna be awful.
No, actually, Ty, I don't have that spell. You're not thinking about divine aid? Yeah, no. You know what?
What page is that?
Never mind, Jonathan, because if it's divine aid that he's talking about, I'm going to need a minimum of 18. I haven't been rolling that good tonight.
Yeah, but you could like start chanting the whole night or make some type of sacrifice.
Sure.
And there's like a whole bunch of crates in the frickin' dock.
Did he roll?
No. What page is divine aid?
You see it when you go to the cleric.
Yeah.
31. I don't think I'm going to be using Divine Aid because it's an automatic -10 modifier.
Well, it's automatic -10 disapproval. I mean, +10 to like the disapproval. So that's after you do it. So you have to do a lot of sacrifices and shit afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure what page it is. Well, yeah.
You can just pray to your God and see if you're able to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to do.
Invoke patron is an ability, isn't it? For Clark.
Yeah, invoke patron is an ability, but it comes with serious negatives immediately after. You
That
get
would
a
be Divine Aid.
divine aid.
Mm-hmm.
Divine aid, invocation, divine aid. Let me see. Yes, divine aid. Divine aid. Oh, I did divine aid. There's a difference between divine aid and invoke patron?
Is a devout worshiper of a cleric is entitled to beseech his deity for divine aid. Here's, if you look farther down, extraordinary act immediately. Hold on. Extraordinary act imparts a cumulative +10 penalty to failure disapproval. Okay, yeah, you were right. And cleric's look modifier, which is for him crap.
Yeah, so you probably won't be able to do it. That's a little much for a stranger.
You know what he is asking is he's trying to talk to his god for ideas on what to do to help this guy. So, what should I roll for that?
DM?
Intelligence.
Wait. No. The clerics, they don't do intelligence. They do
Jonathan,
personality.
That's a
Wisdom.
spell check. Personality.
Yeah. Personality.
His god didn't tell him anything.
You roll.
I got a 3.
The moment you pray to your god, you smell of a very foul scent in the air for just 1 minute.
The man that
disapproval?
you're not doing a spell check. So
I mean, it was just basic praying.
yeah, so you're not gonna get disapproval. It's just, fart smell in the air now. Bushido. The man that's on the bed, he grasps for his friend. There's a horrible stench in the air. What the hell just happened? God, Jesus.
What
I
I can
believe
tell
the
you
priest farted.
Oh man, I just want to pass
it
out.
wasn't me.
Lord help me.
I was praying to my god to see if they could help this Uleshwitz give us any ideas on how to help you, and I got a smell instead of ideas.
Well, I think I'll just rest. I think you better go, cleric.
Most
No
I could
more.
do is try to heal your wounds, but that's about it.
Well, that would do just fine then.
Zero. Where is it? Down hands, D20, personality, catch levels 1.
Oh, that's a success. I think.
Okay, you did a 14.
Let me see. Papa Kent, what alignment are you?
He's lawful. Lawful good.
Well, good doesn't matter, but lawful does.
Alright, he's lawful.
Well,
You need to know his deity?
Nope. So Jack gets, let's see, he gets only one dice because he is very chaotic.
Oh, snap.
As are pretty much all my characters. Let's see. All right. So Jack, he rests easier now. What else happens, DM? Does anyone else do anything, I guess?
From what I'm going to assume, everyone is going to sleep.
So we're gonna be heading back.
Everyone's going to rest.
And we'll end it there.
So we got no XP. We didn't do anything. Yes.
We should get XP for proving that
We
Pa Kent
totally
wasn't a
wasted
vampire.
2 hours.
We should.
No, you guys get 2 XP for encountering Busho and not started a fight there.